Welcome back to SBR Daily MLB Odds Update. In preparation for a full day of baseball, our resident handicappers have prepared their MLB picks of the day, starting with the game between the Texas Rangers and the New York Yankees. The Yankees have rebounded from a series opening loss to win each of the following two games. This afternoon, they can make it 3 in a row, though they'll need some quality innings out of Brandon McCarthy. McCarthy has looked sharp in his new digs, allowing only 2 earned runs over 12 and 2/3 innings in his first 2 starts. Can he get the job done against the Rangers? New York is clear-cut favorite against Colby Lewis and the Rangers for this game. Ron, though, is more interested in a play on the total, and he thinks that the under represents the best value. Pick up the under 9 runs at your favorite sportsbook. The other game that we have here is the Baltimore Orioles against the Seattle Mariners, and the lead for the top AL East is down to 3 games for the Orioles. And there's a good chance it could shrink even further, as they'll come up against Hisashi Iwakuma tonight. Iwakuma has been an integral part of Seattle's success throughout the season. He's 8-4 with a .295 ERA on the year, and he'll lead out the Mariners as roughly -130 to -140 favorites on the MLB odds board. For the Orioles, Wei-Yin Chen will start, and even though he's been solid and Baltimore has excelled on the road, Willie likes the price on Iwakuma and the Mariners at home. Pick up the Mariners -130 money line at your favorite bookie. The other game that we have here is the Detroit Tigers against the LA Angels, and after taking 2 of 3 in Arizona, the Tigers' next stop in their road trip is LA, where they'll face off against the Angels in a 4-game series. The opener promises to be a treat with 2 of the better pitchers in the American League going head-to-head, with both Garrett Richards and Max Scherzer having a fantastic season. For such a big game, you can't blame us for doing double-duty coverage. We have 2 different picks for this one, with Ron leaning on the over for the game and Jeff thinking that we should take Detroit, but for the first 5 innings of the game. Pick up the over 7 and the first 5 innings of the Tigers in this pick. The other game that we have here is the New York Mets against the Milwaukee Brewers, and the Brewers are handling the pressure very well for now, holding off St. Louis, Pittsburgh, and Cincinnati for the top spot in the division. They've won 3 straight games ahead of the meeting with Dylan G and the Mets. G has been impressive in limited action this season, going 4-2 with a 2.92 ERA. Will he outduel Matt Garza tonight? Garza has been inconsistent, but this matchup sets up nicely for him. The odds are squarely in Milwaukee's favor for tonight, and Jeff is forecasting a win for the favorites. Pick up the Brewers money line at -155 at your favorite sportsbook. And last but not least, we got the Chicago White Sox against the Minnesota Twins. And in a battle between the 2 teams with the worst records in the AL Central, the Twins and the White Sox will square it off in Minnesota. Looking over the pitching matchup, you'd have to say that the edge goes to Phil Hughes and the Twins. Hughes is 10-6 with a 4.06 ERA, which are numbers that are much better than Hector Noesi has accounted for. With his recommended sports picks, Matthew has opted to take a chance on Chicago at a nice underdog price, and he also believes that the over is a good chance also. So go ahead and pick up the White Sox at +143 and the over 8.5 runs. Well, that's all we have for today. Make sure to check back with us next week for another episode of SBR Daily MLB Odds Update, where we give you the insider picks from our resident handicappers. For SportsbookReview.com, this is Dax Lloyd.